It has been a really rough 6 months, and I'm glad to be at the end of it. I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues again. We are a good team. I have a lot of relief. I think the opponents that were running and this whole nastiness that was inserted in with partisanship, with the more money, the mailers, all of those things do not belong in city elections. And I mean, in city elections, in city office, I go to the grocery store with the constituents. We are all friends. We all know each other. They were turning it into something else that Knoxville is not. Partisanship does not seem to serve anybody at this time period. You know, I haven't been a fan of the party system, the two-party system, for a very long time. And when things like this happen, it proves to me why I don't care for it. It divides us into an us and them, and we're all for the city. I guess the feelings for me is all of the things that I don't care about politics, they exemplified. They put a microscope on that, a magnifying glass on that. They brought forward all of the nasty aspects of politics that has kept Americans upset with politics. They brought that here. So to me, Knoxville making a clear decision that we don't want that partisanship, we don't want that nastiness. I'm very proud of my city. I like my coworkers. I like the other council members. We all have different skills. We respect each other. We can actually learn from each other, which you have to have a great deal of respect to do that. So yeah, I think the city likes that we function, that we are civil, and that we make progress together. I want this to be a clear declaration that we don't want that nastiness here.
I'm so excited for everybody that helped and contributed to everything that happened tonight. I didn't do this on my own. A lot of people carried me here. Last month has been really hard finishing out the campaign just due to family and personal, and I'm really excited for Knoxville. Obviously, Knoxville wants to keep focusing on real issues and real solutions, not unnamed solutions. Knoxville knows what we've been doing. We've been working on low barrier shelters and other solutions that actually address people's problems, and trying to make sure we get competitive pay for the police and the fire and the other city employees that provide the services that the city wants. And so I'm excited to keep working on that. And the other thing that's the main thing that council does that a lot of people don't actually talk about is we deal with zoning and land use issues. We had a couple of tough issues tonight at City Council, and we focused on those. And it's exciting to see that we're going to keep working on those. I think people really reject negativity. I don't think people like it. I talk to people, first off, these are nonpartisan races, and people like it that way. Because you know what? Potholes aren't partisan. You're either going to fix the pothole or you're not going to fix the pothole. You're going to give somebody a greenway or you're not going to give them a greenway. It's not a partisan issue, and it's pretty disgusting when people want to boil that down to partisanship. These aren't partisan issues. We're either going to give you services or we're not. We're going to pick up your trash or we're not going to pick up your trash. People in this city rejected the negativity that came into their mailboxes and out of our opposition. I just want to thank everybody that went into this and believed in the messaging and the positivity of what we're trying to do for Knoxville. The idea is that Knoxville is a great place that people want to bring businesses and jobs to. This is a wonderful place to live, and we just keep trying to address actual real issues and move forward and make this keep being the great place people want to live. And I will say, the last thing I want to say is there's obviously people who have concerns that aren't being addressed. I want to sit down with those people and be like, how do we get forward on what you're concerned about? Let's address actual issues.
It feels great, mostly because I can see the folks' faces on the doorsteps that I talk to and help solve their problems. So this whole thing for me is about serving South Knoxville and Fort Sanders, the place I grew up. And I've just tried to listen really well, and I felt like all the people I listened to and delivered for showed up. So I'm really grateful for them. I'm really glad that partisanship is not what won the day. I don't think we need that in the city election. I don't think it's healthy. I think people care about what's near to their home. They care about other people in the city. And you don't have to have party representation to do that. You just have to be good at listening to folks, collaborating well, and getting things done for people. So I think that's what won the day. I'm really excited about Knoxville. I'm really excited about the first district. I feel like both are hitting their stride right now. And I think the city residents said, let's keep in the direction that we're headed, because there's thousands of people that want to move here. The people here are experiencing the best quality of life I think that Knoxville's ever had. We have a 5-year low rate in poverty. We have a 5-year low poverty rate. And I just think people said, Knoxville's a great place. We've made smart investments, and we want to continue the direction that we're headed.